of you guys have been to a chiropractor before, but basically, chiropractic is the art, science, and philosophy of fixing a subluxation. And I don't know if you guys have been to a chiropractor, if you guys know what the term subluxation means.
I can't even say it.
So subluxation is different than like a dislocation. Subluxation is basically when a couple of bones misalign and put pressure on a nerve, and then that nerve isn't able to get to where it needs to go. So I'll have a little visual for you guys for that. So this basically shows two spines. This first spine, you see the brain and the bones in the spine and the nerves that come out of there. Everything is aligned. All the nerves are getting out to where they need to go to. So this person is in a good state of health. So this one over here basically shows a couple of spots where the bones are misaligned and there's pressure being put on some of the nerves. So I took, for example, the heart. So there's nerves in the mid-back that go to the heart. So what do you think would happen if that nerve isn't getting to the heart where it needs to go? What do you think might happen to your body?
Or nothing.
Heart stop.
Yeah, not functioning properly. You know, it's like stepping on a garden hose.
Yeah.
Pain and falling.
Pain. So, you know, high blood pressure, heart disease, dysfunction, heart attack. So those things basically, if you put the pressure on that nerve, it's not getting to where it needs to go. There's two kind of things with chiropractic. Basically, there's pain and there's function. Most people understand the pain. Okay, my back went out, my neck hurts, I need to go get that fixed. Well, the other thing is there's some silent things going on. What if you have thyroid dysfunction? What about the person that has the problem with their heart, who's out jogging for all these years, is, you know, maybe 40 years old, drops dead of a heart attack the next day? Was there any pain that happened with that? No, all of a sudden he had a heart attack. What about the people that you hear about that have cancer, and they go to the doctor, and then 2 days later, you know, they were fine 2 days before, and now they're diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and they're gone within 2 weeks. They didn't have any pain, they didn't have any symptoms or anything. So dysfunction doesn't always need to have pain, and a lot of people don't realize that. Like he was saying, you know, if you go home and you water the lawn and you park your car on top of the hose, what happens to the water flow to the sprinkler? It shuts off. So if you look at this the same way, so if you have those nerves that need to get out of your spine, and then you have pressure being put on those bones through the nerves there, that nerve flow can't get to where it needs to go. So you won't function at that spot at 100%. It will be function at 50%, it can be function at 30%, 70%, whatever it is. But the point is that can be removed, and that dysfunction can go away. So those are kind of the two aspects of chiropractic. It's basically there's the pain side of it, and then there's the function side of it. So that's kind of where people get lost, is that it's always usually pain driven, but really there's a lot of functions that we can fix. The average Tennessean is on 14 different medications. And that's staggering, because that's a lot of medications. And it's sad because that's kind of the state that we live in, and that's kind of the way most people's health are here. So if you think about it, 14 different medications. Imagine getting up every morning and pulling out your pill box and taking 14 different medications, most of which are used to kind of mask the symptoms of the other medications that cause you side effects from the first one. And if you think about it, when we were all younger, how many people were on medication when they were teenagers or 20s or so? You know, maybe you got in your 30s and all of a sudden things started going wrong. So what is the function of medication? Is it to fix the actual cause, or is it to mask the symptoms? And basically what happens is you're not, you know, when you get older and you start having to take medications, it's not because you had a lack of medication, it's because something is dysfunctional. If you're on 14 different medications, then obviously something's wrong with your body. Even if you're on 1 or 2, there's something wrong, and that can be fixed. Now there is some stuff with, you know, genetically you might have predispositions to things, but really 95% of things in life are preventable. So you can really do a lot of things, whether you're genetically predisposed or not, to be able to control blood pressure, control high cholesterol, control acid reflux, constipation, diarrhea, you know, things like that. All those things are basically cancers. Pretty much 95% of cancers are preventable. It's lifestyle choices. So again, it's, do you want to have a walker, or do you want to have the beach chair? So that's kind of what chiropractic does. It's a combination of fixing pain, but also fixing function. I have a lot of patients that come in. I had a lady come in, she was on 12 different medications for the last 25 years. She had been in multiple car accidents. She had hydrocephalus, which is swelling of the brain. She had a stent put in there, and she had a lot of other problems due to that accident. We had her in the office. Within 2 months, we got her off 10 of those 12 different medications. So it's not the end of the world. If you're taking those medications, it's never too late to fix those things. She was very unhealthy, and she really didn't think that anything was going to happen. And she's been able to lose weight. She had pain down her arms and legs. She wasn't able to walk well. Balance was off. She had headaches daily. Imagine waking up every day with a migraine, where you can't even see, you can't drive, you can't do anything. That's kind of what this lady was dealing with. And we got her so much better that she was able to get off 10 of those 12 different